Made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone.
Brandon Charles Davis is black.
And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they come in at 15-0, one win short of a perfect regular season.
And it's something we've only seen a couple of times. Miami in 1972, New England in 2007. We know they're not going to mail it in. They're going to go for it.
So I did not know Charles Davis was black. I didn't know that.
And they'll be led out by their veteran quarterback in season number 16.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Okay. I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed. Take what the defense.
How does Mark Andrews get injured? What happened?
Yes, he had an interception last week.
What happened?
But he found a way for his team to win.
How does he get injured?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
I don't even know who took his spot. Or need Anthony Barr to go crazier.
Here's Fitzpatrick, able to get away. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Fitzpatrick on 1st down. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this one across midfield and down.
Mark Ingram got injured again, bro.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. And in week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Fitzpatrick from the gun on
Anthony Barr, pick that.
That one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr.
Anthony Barr.
Free. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They will be led out by a first-round draft pick back in April in his rookie season. Here's Jordan Love.
I know you saw in your email that the ballots will be coming in after this week's games for league MVP. You've got to vote. I've got to vote. We're getting ready to see a closing argument in this one.
This is all Madden, by the way. I swear it's all Madden.
17, the last act. We're not supposed to say who we're voting for, but I can't.
Oh, Tyreek Hill's injured for the rest of the.
So there you go. There's
Tyreek Hill. I can't use him, so I'm kind of.
I'm gonna wait until after this one is over. He's got to swing with one more performance.
So Thielen's
quickly
number
all the
one,
way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Michael Brocker is in on
This is my last game before I get a perfect record.
Love from the gun. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Steeler first down.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Bang, 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 bang.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Pushing through the contact. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40.
Number 33.
The numbers for Jones last week, The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Mike 50. Don't get nervous. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 50. Mike 50. Steal. Black. See, we got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Mike's 50.
3rd and long for Love. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Complete to Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
56.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 15 carries, 123 yards. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
One thing I do know, teams in the NFL don't treat this like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. It's been mentioned all week long about going out and getting him the rushing title. He'll see the ball, and he'll see it often.
Fitzpatrick throwing complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
48-yard line.
Run. Mike 56. Mike 56.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Open man, Taylor Gabriel.
Fitzpatrick
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a first down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
The ball carrier.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your season.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Alex Collins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
For the extra point.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The 37-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Working out of the gun. Love gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Love's pass complete to Aaron Jones.
He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right?
Yeah,
you'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation. When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 2nd down, Love once more. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Good for a Cleveland Browns.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed, getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
At the 45-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's McCaffrey. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 22. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Again, McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
Crosby set to kick off.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And these guys locked into that #1 seed. That's been a foregone conclusion for a while now. The question on everyone's mind, can they finish the regular season a perfect 16-0?
And it all comes back to philosophy of the organization, philosophy of the head coach, and, of course, the locker room itself. What do the players want to do? And I think what most teams would do in this situation is approach it, let's win every game, but let's be smart about doing it. So that doesn't mean that they're going to go all out if indeed they do need to rest a few people.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to let this go, and that's caught inside the 35.
It's over.
And
It's over.
into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Geronimo Allison, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is right through. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator.
Bro, it's just crazy. The game just does not let me get an interception. That was mine.
They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into.
I'm talking to the
How can
D-line.
the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Letting one go deep for Robert. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Browns will use the first of their
it won't let me get a pick. I should have got a pick, and it just doesn't let me get it.
Go in the first half. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him.
They're going to get it.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Great, they got McCaffrey.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again.
That does not. Oh my
And
God.
this time he is in.
Yes.
Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Forced out to his left. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That'll
be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's
How is that intentional grounding?
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
He just saved us the game.
In the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Touchdown. Chris Manhertz. As the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Yeah, bro! Oh my God, bro! Quarterback has no release.
Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
We tackle him?
They'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
Bro, tackle him. God, bro. I just can't stop him. Like, nothing I do will stop him, bro.
7 seconds left in the first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
56, the mic, boys, 56.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
Thank God, bro.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we see, and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Mason Crosby.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk? And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Runs through the contact. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Welcome back, William Jackson.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard pass.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Derek Watt with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And that's why you have the full...
My God, bro. That animation.
Darren Lee picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback. You got a little confidence in him.
Blitz coming and down he
Bud
goes.
Dupree, let's go.
Bud Dupree in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Bud Dupree, an 8-yard loss on the play. It's now
on 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Space to maneuver at the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. 1 play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
He was taken down at the 50.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Love's pass, complete to Aaron Jones.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tackle made at the
but not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 23
and passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. 53.
They'll go again to Jones. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
third down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Aaron Jones with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And throw over the middle, taken in. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. The quick slant caught. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. The quick slant caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he's got this down to the 35. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Operating from the gun. Fitzpatrick. That's to McCaffrey, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there. 3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Love going up top.
Oh my God,
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
10 at the 23-yard line.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
At the 14-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football.
Jordan Love sack.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A nice run leaves them just inches from a 1st. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on 4th and about a foot? 4th down, Fitzpatrick. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, he's done his part, Charles. No doubt about that. Maybe he's going to go over to the sideline now and tell this defense, hey, let's go. Step up.
And if they do, they've got a chance because right now he's become a force that hasn't been stopped from his side. 3 touchdowns rushing already. Eager for more. If they get any type of stops, we've got a heck of a game on our hands.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a second down throw for Love here. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
Fitzpatrick's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. The ball's out. McCaffrey.
Let's go, Anthony Bah. Anthony Bah. Anthony Bah. About time, bro. I was going to make McCaffrey fumble at some point. Look at that.
It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores. Pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
56. Watch the screen. Pass. 56 the mic, boys. 56.
Fitzpatrick on 3rd and 2. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard.
Intercepted by the
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. The quick slant caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
throw. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
One last shot now for Fitzpatrick.
Watch the slack, watch the slack, watch the slack.
And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
Today's final score, Steelers.